had a new site picked up for today, and when I got there, there's motocross all the way through it. It's forestry tracks. To have ended up down at Llyn Brianne on a site that I spotted a long time ago, a couple of years ago now. I'm going to show you where I am. Sort of middle of nowhere, just me and a bunch of sheep. I'm going to walk down to this site. I've got to be very careful because I've still got problems with the Achilles tendon. You can also see I've got a whole bunch of different gear, different backpack, different front chest rig, for a perfectly good reason, and that is, this wasn't the plan. I was due to be, in theory at least, in some forest, blending into the background, going all stealthy and stuff. And I'm just hoping that there's a spot through here somewhere. The resident sheep don't seem to be too bothered about me. Should just about see some things peeking through the trees here. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is all abandoned. Lovely old farmhouse. Did know the name of it, but I can't remember. Fireplace is either end. Beautiful. I probably could get a pitch up here if I needed to. Ideally, I want to be overlooking the Llyn Brianne, but we'll see. That's the first good look. Oh, there's a spot there, right in the centre. That's flat. If needed. Okay. Stunning. These sides are too steep to get down, unfortunately. Carry on a little bit longer. Oh, if only that was slightly flatter. Oh man. Well, certainly got the view. There's definitely some flat spots up here, although I would be in the wind a little, so this is definitely possible. Just gonna have a look under these trees here. We do have a flat spot here as well. A little bit of protection from the wind and the rain. I think this is it. What a view though. I think I can see some tents down there. I think I'll get my chair set up first. I don't have any rush here. Got myself a new electronics bag. Waterproof zip. A little bit of padding. The majority of my electronics can then go in the pack rather than on the chest pouch. Show you the view, should I? This is the view from the chair. Now, in theory at least, the weather isn't supposed to get too rough tonight. In theory there's very little wind, and in theory it shouldn't rain. But you know, you can never really count on those things. New tent today. So I've got the Lanshan 2, the big white one, and I really quite liked it. But the white doesn't really work everywhere. You want to be a little bit stealthier, you can't really have a white tent. So anyway, I've got the Lanshan One Pro, the new one, the 2026 version. I haven't seam sealed it, which you are supposed to do. However, with a bit of luck, I should be alright for today. Well, there we are. There's the Lanshan One Pro pitched. It's a little tricky, you know. One of those tents where you sort of got to get all your angles nice. I don't think that's perfect, but I think it'll do. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Bit of sheep crap right in the doorway, that's good. Right. The silk poly is so silky smooth. It's almost too smooth to get a grip on. But what it won't do is sag in the rain. That's interesting. And annoying. That's interesting and annoying. So the front and the inner both have separate loops but share the toggle. Because the toggle was only on the inside of the fly. Then there's another loop inside of the bug net, which you have to bring right round. Okay, well, it is what it is. Got a few new things this week. So first one is these. This is the 700 litre. I've also got the 1 litre. This is the Migo, Mazama Migo, which is, if you follow anybody on YouTube does the camping and hiking and stuff, that's Miranda goes outside, so that's her design. Pretty good, nice and squeezy. Normal top on there, standard thread, but the beauty of it is you can take the whole top off. Perfect for filling up if you've got one for dirty and one for clean. So you just dunk it in the stream and away you go. Also perfect for cleaning out whatever you've got in there or had in there last time. Really nice, not too expensive either. Can't remember how much, I'll put it on screen if I can remember. But I've got the 700 and the 1 litre. So that's really good. I've also picked up on AliExpress this time, just because I stumbled across it more than anything else. Is this little BRS stove. I've seen Cat from Wildcat Adventures use one of these all the time, so I know it's a perfectly good stove. My only issue is my gas cans are sort of end of life, to be honest. I'm refilling them, but they're not playing very nicely. So I don't know how the gas is going to operate today, and it's a little bit windy and I didn't bring a shield, which is a bit of a stupid thing to do anyway. So, nice anodised pot, I guess. Very good enough lid. The pot does have a little pouring spout, that's nice. And we've got the heat exchanger that you see everywhere nowadays, but you know, that's pretty good. Burner head seems to work okay. I did test it yesterday. A nice little burner head, and the pot sits on and then turns to lock, which is quite good. So let's see if we can get this fired up, shall we? Even wash my cup up, that makes a nice change, yes I know. So that works perfectly fine. So I'm going to have a normal coffee, or cappuccino for now, but actually all of the food for today from after this point is going to be from this British Army ration pack, meal 4, which we shall go through shortly. Okay, in theory, we should be able to do that. I think I'll just move that out of the way, it's probably easier. I might disconnect that. It is connected by a bit of, what name? Can't remember what they're called. So that boiled pretty quick. Admittedly, there was only 1 cup of water there, but that boiled absolutely fine. I thought the gas was going to play up, so I'm quite glad it didn't. The wind is getting a little bit blowy though. I guess it's to be expected, given that I'm at the side of a massive, great big reservoir. Anyway. It's alright, quite like that. That's nice and lightweight. Seems to do the trick. Obviously I've got a lighter with me just in case, but because I know that Kat has had problems with hers, not the pizza igniter. She's had some issues, so I'm ready for that. While that coffee is cooling down, let's have a look and see what is in the mess pack. Let's have a look and see what's in the British Army ration pack. Now, I haven't had a ration pack for a very long time. When we were kids, teenagers, early 20s, we'd camp every weekend and we'd buy sometimes the British ones, generally the Arctic ones. Mostly it was the American ones, because they were a bit tastier in them days. Let's see what we've got. Coconut biscuit bites. Okay. God, what's that? That's solid. Fruit flapjack. Really dense. 444 calories, just that flapjack. My God. Vanilla flavoured biscuits. Lovely. Salted peanuts. Can't go wrong with that. Plum jam. Kashmiri potato curry. I'm really hoping that's nice. That's funny, isn't it? That's the main meal. Part of the main meal. Only 122 calories. That fruit bar is 400 odd. Sounds good though. Along with a beef stew. Beef and vegetables in broth. I don't really like vegetables. Lentils, don't like them. Carrots are fine, onions fine, red peppers. Beef broth, got rice in it. Sure, it'll be fine. 127 calories, that one. Chocolate pudding in chocolate sauce. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Raspberry toasted muesli with milk. Breakfast. Then another pack. Ah, that's all your condiments and your bits and bobs. Let's just put all these bits away for now. So, I remember when we used to buy rat packs. They came in a box. The Arctic ones certainly came in a box. And they were full of tins. Tins and packs. And then later on, the American ones would come like in a bag like this, but it would be a sealed bag and you'd have to cut it open and all that sort of stuff. But they were good meals. And their condiment packs were generally much better. They had Tabasco sauce and things like that. Anyway, what we got here? Chocolate flavour high protein drink powder with sweetener. Fortified peach iced tea. I won't be eating or drinking half of this. Hot chocolate. What have we got there? Alcohol-free wipes. Tea, coffee, sugar. We've got a spork, jolly good. Got some matches. Oh, what's that? Grapefruit flavoured drink powder. Even got some tissues. Sugar-free chewing gum. Let's take you right back, this sort of stuff. Good. So, from now on, all food and drink will be coming from there. But the first one of the day, that can be a good one. I seem to remember, although this is probably 30 odd years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I do seem to remember that Rat Pack coffee was not that good. It was like the sweepings of the floor of the coffee grounding house. Wasn't nice. Bit like free trade. I'll show you a few other little bits and pieces I've got. Nice little tiny torch. It's got one on the end, one on the side. Nothing fancy. Absolutely no weight to it at all. Rechargeable. Simple. There's a reason for that. It's not necessarily to do with this camp, but soon, maybe the next one, we'll see. I'll be doing a very lightweight camp where I just want to go as light as I possibly can in a tiny little pack. And that'll be a bivvy camp with a tarp. But we'll see. Some of the patches. So, nice cheapo chest rig. It's fine. All needs adjusting. Couldn't be bothered today. And it just helps carrying a little bit of gear on the front. I'll just put the drone up, but there's quite a little bit of wind. It's a little gusty. Still, I should have some footage, and I'll try again later. See if we can get some nice footage of the area.